This is a test of the Kaiju Emergency Alert System. This is only a test. In the event of an actual Kaiju attack, the signal you just heard would be followed by emergency information, news, or instructions. I repeat, this is only a test. We now return you to regularly scheduled programming.
Okay, well, we still have a show to do, right?
We sure do.
Okay, well, as you can see, we're clearly under Kaiju Lockdown, so enjoy this episode where you still can.
We only have one pastry left from the secret bakery.
Huh. Well, on this episode, we're going to talk to Angelic Noir of Henshin Justice Unlimited.
And we went to Ultraman Land, too.
Yeah. Wait, did you say that's our very last pastry?
I absolutely said this is our very, very last pastry.
This is Keith Justice from HenshinJustice.com, and you're watching MATTV.
Hello, I'm Richie, and I'm usually on the other side of the camera, but today I'm actually doing an interview, and I am with...
Hi, I'm Angelic Noir from Henshin Justice Unlimited.
So, briefly explain the HJU universe for our viewers.
Henshin Justice Unlimited is basically a fan blog started by the ever awesome Keith Justice. Don't ask me right now when it got started, because I don't remember off the top of my head, but it's basically a fan blog for Toku fans, by Toku fans, and it really has a forum, it has up-to-date news and things like that, and we also have regular podcast, and hopefully we're gonna expand in the realm of have more social media and Tumblrs and Twitters and all that stuff. So yeah, it's basically a place for Toku fans to get together, hang out, talk about what we love, and get to know one another.
Cool. So how did you get into the fandom itself first?
I actually started watching Toku at a very young age when I was in the Philippines. I started watching Bioman that was dubbed in English by Filipino actors, so you can actually, even imagine the kind of accents you'll be hearing whenever you see Bioman as it was aired in the Philippines. And so I watched that, and then when I moved here to Los Angeles, I started watching Power Rangers, and I watched it all the way to Power Rangers in Space. And I kind of dropped off from watching Toku and things like that until about college when I started watching Deca Rangers, unfortunately on the YouTubes. Sorry, I will never do that to you again, loyal fan subbers. But yeah, then that's when I got started. And because I started watching Deca Rangers, I started watching Shinkengers, and I slowly found HJU Radio, Henshin Justice Radio. Started listening to them, and that's how I joined Henshin Justice, and I kind of landed here very, very happily.
Nice. So we're here at Anime Expo. Are there any other staffers with you?
No, I'm all by my lonesome right now. We might have a couple of HJU members, but no staffers. So I'm kind of being the West Coast correspondent right now for HJU. And, but yeah, no, it's all by my lonesome. Keith left me alone.
Is he a hard boss to work for?
He's not a hard boss to work for. It's more like, it's a hard boss to remind. But he's a lot of fun. He stays on top of as much as he can, and he's a really, really down-to-earth kind of guy. And so it's really great to work for.
What are your future plans with HJU?
For HJU, I'm part of the Girls in Trouble all-girls team. It's me, Blade Down, Sarah Fangire Queen, and Lixara, and we're 4 co-hosts of that podcast. So putting out more podcasts would be an amazing thing. We would love to focus a lot also on what it's like being a girl in the Tokusatsu fandom, because I don't think there's a lot of us just yet, and it feels like starting off just how...
You're the second person I've met in the that's a girl.
That's a girl in the Toku fandom?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we're growing.
2 guys too.
Yeah, and so it would be really nice because starting off with being a fan of anime and being a fan of like anything geek, it was really rare being a girl and being on everything, and so it's a lot more accepted now. Girl gamers, anime fangirls, things like that, but you don't see very visible toku fangirls running around. So it would be nice to like share that experience with them and things like that. So yeah, that would be a really nice thing to expand around the HU universe.
Do you have any personal projects or other projects you want to shout out right now?
I do have a lot, actually. I have a YouTube channel, youtube.com/Angelic Noir. It's me. We have a regular show called Random J Drama Sunday, and it's me and my other Girls in Turtle podcast host, Blade Dancer, and we basically review Japanese dramas and things like that and live action shows. So we're doing that. I'm also putting out, hopefully, book reviews and graphic novel reviews because I'm also studying to be a librarian. So sharing the print material and print media is also a big, really, really big passion for me. So hopefully the YouTube channel will be my own personal project as well as my website. And yeah, it's kind of like my baby right now. And I wouldn't have had it if it wasn't for HJU. Everybody's support.
Nice. All right, so I'm Richie, and I will now go behind the camera. Say goodbye, Angie.
Bye.
MAT road trip to Kumamoto Prefecture to experience Ultraman Land in Arao City. Ultraman Land is the #1 spot to see the king of the heroes, monsters, and live-action stage shows. It's the only park in the world devoted to the red and silver superhero. It's a place the whole family can enjoy and escape to strange worlds to forget about the real monsters back on Earth. The park packs in about 100,000 guests a year for 17 years since opening in 1996. During its peak years, attendance was about 400,000 guests a year. On February 14th of this year, Tsuburaya Productions announced that the park will close their doors for good on September 1st, 2013. As Tsuburaya moves out of the theme park business permanently. Let's take a look at the shows, attractions, goods, and more at the Dreamland Park for Ultra fans. Birthday parties with heroes were just one of the events to amuse you at the park. New and old heroes and some monsters made just for this stage entertained all patrons in the hangar complex that housed the majority of the attractions. Heavy action and sometimes heavy drama was what you would see and experience. Guests could also stay in one of the 4 separate, ultra-themed, decked-out hotel rooms. And if you were lucky, Ultraman himself would visit your room and bring some exclusive souvenirs. After a quick break, we were back to the park and a stop at the Ultraman Land cafe where the hero himself sometimes cooked for guests, then back for more explosive stage action. We also took another ride on the 3D train, traveling to outer space and beyond. We then saw a puppet show with a crazy monkey, not part of the Ultraman universe. The friendly staff all helped to make a kid's dreams come true, bringing a smile to all who visit the park in southern Japan. Ultraman Land is closing their gates even after a campaign was started to keep the park open. The theme park, founded on the universe of special effects director Eiji Tsuburaya, will be missed. But memories will live on in fans of this generation and the next generation forever. Sayonara, Ultraman Land.
What do we have here? Oh, okay. Hey guys, so it was a false alarm.
Yeah, because someone tripped the alarm.
Yeah. Well, stay tuned next time, because, you know.
We've been in lockdown now for 24 hours.
Yeah, so we're getting kind of hungry.
Yeah. But stay tuned for the next episode. It'll be chock full of Comic-Con footage. Arian, is that the absolutely last beer?
It absolutely is, Jovi. We'll fight monsters.
Let's really fight.
It visited me, the creature. No one relieves a long grin, full of disease. The demon, the creature stifled my breath. The creature, as it sat on my chest, two wide eyes I thought were my friends, would creature. I reached out for the light. It was either flight or fight. I had him in my sight, but then he disappeared, fled into the night. I'm left to find a cure. Until then I must endure. Back. Release me, creature. It visited me, the creature. No one believes, so human, but not human at all. The demon, the creature filled up my throat. The creature with a virulent suit, his long smile spread from ear to ear. The demon, the creature. I reached out for the light. It was either flight or fight. I had him in my sight, but then he disappeared, led into the night. Your tonic, I will drink. I'll swallow everything. Back. Release me. Don't turn it off. Believe me. He'll be back. He'll be back. He'll be back. He'll be back! He'll be back! Believe me! He'll be back! Release me! Don't turn it off! He'll be back! He'll be back! Believe me! Release me! He'll be back! He'll be back! Release me! Release me! Release me! Release me! Release me!